everyone, Vinati Sheth here, and today I thought we should talk about books. Uh, Not the book that I've written, or not the books that I read, or that I like to read, or that I don't like to read, but books in general. And this is about a debate or a discussion or whatever you want to call it that I've had with a lot of friends, a lot of random strangers, some sometimes in comment sections and stuff like that about the medium that people use to, like, say, read books. So the reason why I did that around read is these days we have audiobooks as well, right? And there's so much judgment surrounding what you use to essentially read, whether it is an ebook or an actual paperback or a summarized paperback or an audiobook, or just like apps like Blinkist. I think they do this, right? They summarize the entire book into 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and you get the crux of the book without all the additional dialogue. And there's so much judgment surrounding each medium, right? So if you read paperback hardcover books, you'll probably get this is the 21st century. How can you support a medium of reading that affects the environment this much? Or how can you support such a materialistic industry where hoarding essentially is encouraged, as in once you buy a book you can't throw it away. So this is probably the criticism you get if you only read paperback. If you read ebooks, the criticism you get is, oh, you've sold out, you're not an actual reader, because you read books on ebooks, and that's not the same thing. If you are somebody who listens to audiobooks, you have probably heard this a lot, like, how can you say you read the book? You didn't read the book, you heard the book. It's different. Reading isn't the same as listening to a book. And if you are someone who listens to summaries or reads summaries instead of the whole book, you get that you are not a real reader, or uh, you are being you're making unfair excuses about not developing or not having a reading hobby. And I mean, to some extent, okay, all these arguments makes semblance of sense, but then holistically speaking, I don't think any of those arguments are fair, because we essentially read books or listen to books or touch books or whatever you want to call it for a reason. The reason is primarily to have that experience. Now, that experience could be multiple things. It could be you enjoy the process of having the story told to you, or you enjoy the process of learning something new, right? And this comes to the whole definition of what books were supposed to do in the first place. So if we go back in history, and look at some of the first books that were written, Enheduanna, uh, that's the first historical trace of what could be called as a book, the first book in history. And every book that has come out, irrespective of the medium, whether it was written, whether it was carved on stone tablets, or whether it was etched into stone paintings, or whether it was printed and bound via the Gutenberg press, or whether it is available in your cell phones or your mobile devices or your ebook readers, or whether it's in your hands, right? It's, at the end of the day, a book is a book, right? And the main aim of the book is not what object the book comes in or what medium the book comes in. The main object is the premise inside. So no matter what kind of a book you read, right, whether it's a fictional book, a non-fictional book, a satire, or a commentary, or a reactionary piece, whatever it is, there's so many genres. Like, we could just do a video of 10 minutes on kinds of genres that exist in literature, and let's not do that because it's like 12 in the night. And yeah, so the reason, the important bit in reading or in books is the premise, That's the gravy, right? It doesn't matter where you experience the premise from. You read it, you hear it, you look at it, you skim through it, doesn't matter, as long as the premise comes comes to your point of view or your frame of reference. Essentially, the premise has to find its place in your head, is the point that matters, in my opinion, not what device you're using to read the book in question, or what medium you're using to listen to, or whatever the book in question. I don't like this judgment. I honestly don't like this judgment around the reading community about, books and readers per se. Like, people tend to mock others who read, uh, let's say, non-classic literature or literature in the young adult and all these genres, and I absolutely don't get it. See, if someone enjoys reading, listening, or skimming through something, that's their business, right? And I used to be one of those judgmental right readers at one point, especially around friends who used to boast about reading Chetan Bhagat. And of course, in retrospect, I realized that was wrong of me. But yeah, I have judged people out loud about the kind of books that they read. Like, again, this was four-ish years ago, but that needs to stop, I think, because the main aim of reading, as I said, is to present a premise. If you are the reader that you claim to be, right, one thing that you probably have access to is, you have access to a lot of different ideas, right? A lot of diverse ideas, fictional or non-fictional. Essentially, whatever it is you are reading, it's trying to teach you something. And if you choose to not practice some of the things you have picked up over these years of reading books, one of the most prevalent theme across literature is change, right? Change happens, and we have to be okay with the change that happens. And unfortunately, the reading community is very hostile to change, in terms of change in literature genres, in terms of uh, themes that are picked up, uh, and themes that trend these days in the markets, in terms of mediums that people used to read. Uh, there's so much unfair judgment, and I think that needs to go. At the end of the day, it should be about reading. How much someone's reading, how much someone isn't reading, or uh, how much time they give to the hobby in question. Not uh, key whether they are reading ebooks or whether they are reading paperback or whatever it is. So yeah, that's my ramblings about books and reading in general. So don't be judgmental. I was at some point in time, as I said, till 4 years ago, I was that judgmental person who used to go, "Ugh, you read Chetan Bhagat," and yes, that is one writer that I used to throw a lot of judgment around, because his books became very popular back when I was in college, and everyone, people you don't expect to read books, also kind of read the books. And I think to some extent that hit me, and let's not go into that, but essentially that judgment comes from a bad place, doesn't come from a good place. And I'm saying this based on personal experience. You can have your own opinion about that, but there's no point being judgmental about someone's reading habits, someone's reading preferences, someone's medium of choice when it comes to reading, right? So yeah, don't be me, or don't be me from the past. Just let people read, encourage people to read using whatever medium that they find to be appropriate, right? And yeah, let people be. Thank you. Good night.